What is going on, everybody? My name is Ronald, or Active. Welcome back to the Active Gaming channel. And today I'm so excited because we have not one, but two cameras. Hey, camera two. But most importantly, we have an unboxing of this guy, the Xbox Series X. Let's get right into it. So I'm not a big YouTuber or social media influencer, so I was not sent this Xbox Series X. I had to pre-order my own copy, go through the hassle of waiting 3 hours on Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, Target, waiting, hoping to get a pre-order in. And finally, after on my last attempt of the day, I was gonna call it quits. I was gonna wait and just try to pick it up on the store the same day. I said, you know what, let me try one more time. And I was able to get it on Best Buy to get a full pre-order, no loading screens, credit card, everything went through. Got lucky, but here we are. So let's go ahead and get it open. There we have it. Now, I'm really excited for this because I have actually been playing on the Xbox One, the original Xbox One, like the big, massive brick that came out in 2013. 7 years I've been playing on that Xbox One, and I've been capped at 720p, 30 frames. Sometimes trying to play Warzone, you know, I get dropping downtown in Warzone and we end up getting 20 frames. 30 frames is if we're lucky in ideal conditions, not 150 player lobbies, textures don't load, the whole nine. I'm super excited for this. 4K, 120 frames per second. I'm bottlenecked by my monitor, which is 60 frames, but even to have a constant 60 frames is going to be a world of difference over playing at sometimes 30 frames, which is why I'm super excited for this Xbox. We have this box here that I'm assuming has the wires in it, so we'll go ahead and start with this box. So we have the HDMI 2.1, I think it says HDMI ultra high speed. So this is going to get you that 4K 120 frames per second for the games that do allow it. Unfortunately, you do have to have a monitor or a TV that is capable of producing 4K 120 frames, which is very few and far in between if you're not willing to dish out a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 for a product that can do that. So not many people are going to be able to utilize this as of right now, but later on in the future, getting those 120 frames constantly on console, it's going to be great. We have the power cord. So unlike the dinosaur that I have in my room now, this is all you need to power up the Xbox. No more big power brick, which I think they did away with in the Xbox One X. But for anybody switching over from the original Xbox like I am, this is the new power cord. Then we have paperwork. You know, if we don't need paperwork. Then we have the controller. So if you've seen my last video, you know that I did pick up the new SCUF Prestige that is capable of working with the Series X. So I probably will not be using this controller, but we can still take a look at it, see what differences that they have with this controller. So right off the bat, you can notice that the D-pad is a lot different. It has the Xbox Elite controller D-pad. I don't utilize the D-pad in the games that I play. Calling in score streaks or healing is the most that I do with it. But for those who play fighting games and games that really utilize the D-pad, this is a huge upgrade for those folks. There's also a share button. So much like on the PlayStation 4 controller, where they have the dedicated share button where you could record game clips, take screenshots, we have that now dedicated button right underneath the Xbox button between the start and the home button. And then we also have on the back this nice textured grip to the handles, which is probably hard to pick up on camera, but once you get it in your hand, it actually feels very nice. And you also have that same feeling on the triggers. So nothing Nothing too different with the controller. Don't fix what's not broken. So pretty standard controller. If you've been on Xbox this entire time, it's going to be a very familiar feel to you. The quick start guide, with the handle, not sure what the handle's for, but I think we can go ahead and download the Xbox app and it'll give us a nice little quick start, so we don't have to go through the whole setup process on the Xbox itself. It tells you how to put in the batteries. If you still get confused with the positives and negatives on the batteries, you're not alone. I do too. And it explains all the ports that we have in the back, but we'll take a closer look at that once we open up the system itself. So here we have it. It is pretty heavy, I'm not gonna lie. A lot heavier than you might be expecting. But let's go ahead and get it open. They have it packaged up like a Christmas present, which basically is Christmas Day. New console, next gen console. This is practically Christmas Day. There it is. Set this to the side. Get this all wrapped back up. There it is, the Xbox Series X. Taking a look at the back, we get a nice look of all the ports that we have. So we have 2 USB ports, an Ethernet port, a port for the power cord, an external hard drive port, and an HDMI port. This HDMI out port is HDMI 2.1, just like the HDMI cable is capable of outputting in. So if you do have a monitor or TV capable, or when you do get a monitor or TV that is capable, this port that is the HDMI out on the back of the Series X is capable of outputting in the 4K 120 frames. Now with the external hard drive, you can get option or different external hard drive, plug-in external hard drives, whichever you want, but Seagate does make a specific external hard drive that plugs into this port right here. And what the Seagate external hard drive allows you to do is utilize the fast SSD features of the Xbox Series X. So that being the quick resume and the faster load times and the basically instant fast travel in The Witcher. All of that can still be utilized for the games that you have saved onto the Seagate external hard drive. You may not see those same loading times if you use a different external hard drive, but you do have the option of using both, whichever one you'd rather choose to do. You do have the original Xbox still, and it is still hooked up. I have not hooked this guy up yet, don't have anything downloaded on it, but when I do, we will come back and we will do a little side-by-side comparison of the startup times. Okay, so we're going to run a boot up test. This is going to be a comparison between the Series X and the original Xbox One. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to stay connected with me outside of YouTube, my Twitter is going to be down in the description below. If you also want to see how the Series X holds up in streaming off of, I will be over on Twitch as well, Active33, link also in the description. I'm live most Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 7 ending somewhere into the night. And I also have a Discord now. It is the Active Gaming Discord. So if you want to try and find people to play Warzone with, to play Cold War, which is coming out soon, if you want to play Among Us, go ahead and link also in the description for the server. Join the server. We're hoping to build a really nice community of gamers, streamers, content creators. But that is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one.